All right, we are live on Jess FM this Saturday morning. Here we are live with DJ Restricted.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
He is doing a tour here in Lethbridge,
Yes.
Slice tonight.
Yep.
Right, so thank you for joining us today on Feel the Beat with DJB. That's me, I'm DJB. So tell us a little bit about your tour. It's called the Rated R Tour, right?
Yeah, it's called the Rated R Tour. It's a Western Canada tour. We started in Calgary on April 6th, and we've gone through Invermere, Red Deer, and now Lethbridge. And it's continuing on to be a summer festival tour as well. We're going to include some summer festival dates, one of which we're announcing today, later in the day. So it's a bit longer of a tour than we originally had planned. We originally had planned for 2 months, but we've extended that through the summer and to include our festival dates as well. So it's a fun tour, though. It's a lot of energy. It's good turnout. We've sold out a couple venues now, so it's been quite an energetic, eventful tour.
Nice.
To say the least. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, an eventful, like what type of things have happened? Good things. Okay,
Yeah,
well that's good.
things.
That's good. That's what you want,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You get a lot of energy, you get a lot of feedback
Yeah.
from the crowd, and getting the crowd involved.
Okay, good. Yeah.
We have some surprises in the middle of the set to get the
Oh,
crowd
do
fully
ya?
involved in our set. So, including some dance along sort of things.
Oh, so
Kinda
there's gonna be
fun.
some strip tease, in other words.
No, not quite.
Okay, fair
Some
enough.
of the venues are all ages, so we have to,
Okay, yeah,
be,
for sure.
be decent with that. But most of them are 18 plus, so we have a little more fun with the 18 plus,
Yeah.
and are able to do a little bit more than we would do at the all age shows. So
Right.
it makes it a little different per set, but that's okay. That's fine.
Right.
That's great.
So you make your own music, is that
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Okay. So how long does it take you to prepare to do a tour like this?
I've been preparing for this tour since late October 2018. Between my management and myself getting tour stops, venues, and getting a track list ready. Sort of, we don't record our sets, but what we do is we sort of prepare our track list and have extra songs here and there, and that way we can switch them out. And then on the tour, I'm always adding new songs, taking ones out that don't work so well, and sort of going with what works and what doesn't. So it takes quite a while. It's taken about 6 months of prep, plus on the tour, sort of adjustments as you go. So it depends. The 6 months are all prep work. And then, you go with what you go with as you get the crowd and see how they handle certain songs, including your own. Some work, some don't. Some you got to go back to the drawing board and produce new tracks or new edits on that track to make it work out. So, it's.
Oh, right on. That's awesome. You're listening live to Feel the Beat with DJB here on Jess FM. Thank you for tuning in every Saturday, Sunday morning to Feel the Beat. Download our app on your smartphone, or if you have an Android or iPhone, whatever you have, download it that way, or go on our website, jessfm.ca. You'll be able to watch us live, listen to us live on the radio, any type of show that you have. Again, we are here with DJ Restricted, who's doing a tour in Lethbridge tonight, at Slice.
Yep.
What time does that start?
Doors open at 8 o'clock.
Doors open at 8 o'clock. There you go. So you can go down and check out DJ Restricted. So, how long have you been DJing?
I've been DJing since I was 13. And so it's been a few years now.
Yeah,
I've had a good.
Oh, you're not 13? No, I'm just kidding.
I know I look like it sometimes.
Sorry, I'm
It's
just
okay.
kidding.
No, it's been good. It's been a good run so far, and I'm just sort of getting started.
Yeah.
Like in 2011, after I graduated, I started producing, and so that's where I went from sort of a event DJ to an artist and started working on myself instead of working on a company per se. I started producing and I started remixing and doing my own stuff and getting different shows, more like club shows, festivals.
Cool.
And that was a big change up for me. It's a totally different experience. You're not playing requests per se. You're playing what you know the crowd is working with. And so
Okay.
you're predicting what they're doing, what works best for them, and you're not necessarily taking the requests
Yeah.
that people think.
Yeah. Well, even still with DJing, reading a crowd is always important too,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And that's the big thing. When you can do that, you can, whether it's your own stuff or whether it's, other stuff that you're
Yeah.
playing, right? Covers that you're playing, right? Reading that crowd and to be able to draw from that is really good with producing
Oh,
and stuff, I'm
absolutely.
sure, right? Too.
Absolutely. And the good thing about it is, as an artist, you have more of a certain style rather than an open format style that, say, you would have at an event where you have all sorts of stuff. People come and see our shows and know what to expect from it.
Oh,
They
right,
don't know.
right. Yeah.
They're not expecting a rock show from a DJ sort of thing. And
Right,
so,
right.
It works in our favor in that sense with producing.
Okay,
that we
right, fair
can
enough.
sort of predict what to play
Yeah.
and what to
Yeah,
create for the crowd.
yeah. If they know your style, then you get crowd that likes that style
Yeah,
primarily
absolutely.
coming for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
right on. So, what made you want to get into DJing?
Back when I was 13, I went to a camp, summer camp.
Okay.
And at the end of the week, they had a dance. And the first year I actually went, I was just a part of it. And the second year, our team actually won the dance.
Nice.
And so I ended up putting together a track list and all that and DJing there. And I got into it from that and started
Nice.
doing school dances and events that way. It was a big opportunity that I didn't really think anything of.
Yeah.
Again, it's a summer camp, right? You're just there to have fun. But no, it turned into more of an interest and a hobby for me, and then it turned into a business for me, and then it turned into a artist career.
Yeah.
So, started way back at camp, and I appreciate the camp for that. AYEC it was called, and it was like a entrepreneurship camp, and I appreciate everything they did for us while we were there, and helping me get into what I'm into now. It was a huge goal to work towards once I had sort of an idea in mind. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and it is a fun occupation to be in.
Oh, it
right?
is, yeah.
Anything like that when you're, especially, interacting with the crowd and you see the crowd,
Yeah.
responding to what you're doing is a huge rush too,
oh,
isn't
100%,
it? Yeah. Right on.
And if you can get the entire crowd to say move with you a
Yeah.
certain way at
Yeah.
a certain point, the level of control and
that's
for
the
lack
fun
of
part.
a better term,
Yeah, no, that is
level
the
of
fun
control,
part. Yeah.
it's a fun part
Yeah.
for sure. Especially when you can say go left and they'll all go left,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
go right or jump and they all do it, and it looks so cool from above when you're up on a stage.
Yes, it does.
And then knowing that they're going because of what you're telling them to do.
Yeah.
It's an experience. Like
Yeah.
performing in general is an experience.
Yeah.
And there are select few that are talented and
Yeah.
go out and are able to do that. And any performer will tell you it's
Yeah.
a totally different experience from being in a crowd at a show. So
Yeah. Yeah, they often said that nothing beats the roar of a crowd.
No.
Whether it's sports or whether it's like an entertainment event,
Yeah.
right?
Gives you an adrenaline
oh,
rush.
yeah. Especially when the crowd is, singing your song back to you. A lot of artists, like that's
Yeah.
the pinnacle for them because they know, hey, my stuff.
Or
Everybody
cheering your
does, right?
name
Or
or- yeah.
whatever, right? That's big. So yeah, that's
no,
cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when you were starting out,
Yes.
and from where you were to where you are now,
Yep.
did you get a piece of advice or anything from anybody that really helped you and motivated you?
I've had quite a bit of advice from a bunch of different people. I've had quite a few DJs that have given me advice on how to read a crowd, how to properly understand what they're looking for in music, which ultimately helped me become better. I use the techniques that they told me to train and practice and rehearse. And I've also had advice from people in the music industry on what to avoid when it comes to music industry woes, and that's covered my butt a few times. I've been in some situations that I probably wouldn't have figured out if I didn't have that advice to go by. So I've been lucky to have such a fortunate group of people around
good,
me.
yeah.
My management, my girlfriend, all that. They're also supportive, and so into it with me to help me grow, and it's an experience that I would never I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the people that were around me in my circles. So.
Yeah, that's good, and it's always good to acknowledge them. I'm sure she gives you a hit upside the head, a cuff the odd time too to keep you
absolutely.
going. There you go.
Yeah, she tells me never to give up, and even when I'm down, I'm feeling down and all that. She's always there to support me and tell me, "Hey, you got this.
Good.
Pick it up." And
good. That's always good to have support like that.
Yeah,
for sure. So if you were to give advice to anyone out there looking to get into DJing, as whether it's an event DJ or, to get to where you are as a DJ, what would you say to them?
The industry is very oversaturated in DJs, as I'm sure you know as well. So you got to do what you can to stand out from the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like every other DJ. Even in a business aspect, as an owner of a business, you can't be like everybody else because there's too many of that. Yeah. One DJ can't play one genre. You have to go with what the crowd likes. You can't focus on one thing. You need to be flexible. You need to be fluid, and you need to be able to have that flow growing as an artist. Yeah. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of hours, a lot of commitment, and there's been times where I've had some commitment to this that I should have been for work or for other things. Yeah. But I've focused on my career, and it's boosted me. So it is a commitment. It is a risk. There's no guaranteed success in it, but there is definitely a possibility to grow if you stand out from the rest. Mm-hmm. So the piece of advice I would give the most is, as long as you're willing to give the commitment and all that, stand out. Create something unique, whether it be your own sound or your own style. Yeah. You want a live remix, you want to bring decks in, you want to do what you got to do. Yeah. Just create something unique and something different that'll stand you out from the rest, and that's how you'll get noticed. Yeah,
and I think that makes a big difference, because even with my business, my DJ business, I have incorporated other things into it so that I do stand out. Yeah, and that's a really good point that you're making. So listen to that, everyone that's out there. Be unique. Try and be an original. Even though there's a ton of people doing the same thing, being an original and doing different things, as DJ Restricted said, is the key to how popular you're going to be at, whether you get work, whether you whatever. Right? It's all on bringing your own style to it. So keep that in mind. Remember that. It's always good. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in today. We appreciate you doing that all the time. To Jess FM here. We are live in studio with DJ Restricted. He is based out of Sylvan Lake, you said, right? Sylvan Lake, right? He is doing a show tonight at the Slice nightclub, 8 p.m., 8 a.m. I was going to say, it's past 8 a.m. now. If you're there at 8 a.m., you're going to miss the show. A little late for the show. 8 p.m. tonight, sorry. And basically check it out tonight. It's great. You have a Facebook page and website too, I'm sure?
Yeah, it's all at Restricted Music.
Okay.
Restricted with a C and a K. So even the website's restrictedmusic.com. All social media is at Restricted Music. And there you can find updated tour dates. If there's any additional dates coming out of Lethbridge, you can find that there as well. Festival dates are coming up, and we got a lot coming up for you guys. So that's where you can find all updates, all merch, anything you want. Restricted, we have it there. So.
Awesome. Great. So you've been listening to Feel the Beat with DJ B, and we're going to keep him for a couple more minutes. I'm not going to let him go just yet, because I'm going to put him on the spot here. Maybe he'll do a freestyle for us.
Ooh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I don't freestyle.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So what artists, any genre of music, inspired you to do what you do?
One of the biggest artists that I've always grown up with was David Guetta. Okay. He was the first sort of EDM artist on mainstream.
Okay.
And so, not saying that I'm fully like EDM, but he was the first sort of real DJ to get involved in the mainstream radio, the mainstream system. So I've always looked up to him for that. And then I'm slowly watching other artists come up, and I'm watching how they do things. Getter is just doing a tour. Actually, I think he just canceled the rest of his tour dates, unfortunately. But he has been a big inspiration to me as well since he started. He's young. He's ready to go all the time, and that's the kind of mentality I like to have. Is go. I don't like sitting around too much, and so even when I don't have shows, I'm always in the studio. I'm practicing or I'm producing songs. So the go aspect is really nice. And my local homeboy to Red Deer, Hype Setters, he's a huge inspiration to me as well. He started out as a hip-hop artist under New Contrast, and then switched into a house sort of deep EDM vibe, and has been killing it all over the place. And so I look up to him quite a bit for inspiration as well. Me and him actually did a track last year.
Oh, cool.
It's called Hell of a Life, and so we keep it fresh, we keep it going, and so I've got a few big names that I look up to, but I also got locals that have been in the industry a little bit longer than I have, that know the tips and secrets that I haven't figured out yet. So it's kind of nice to have.
There
that
you go.
around
It
too,
is nice. So your personal life, like your family and stuff.
Yeah.
How many siblings do you have? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Canmore. I miss the mountains a lot.
Yeah,
Living
mountains
in-
are
living
always
in
nice,
Sylvan.
aren't they? Yeah, for sure.
But I grew up in Canmore, and that was a really inspirational place to grow up. But in order to get out of the Canmore sort of scene, you have to go out of Canmore.
Mhm.
You can't, if you stay there, you're not going anywhere. It's sort of like a bowl, sort of keeps you in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to move, but I grew up there. I had a lot of great people around me there. I don't have any siblings, but I do have a lot of friends that I consider siblings, and so they're always like family to me. They're there when I need them, and I'm there when they need me. And so
That's good.
I look out for them, and they look out for me, and so we have that sort of family bond, which is nice. But no siblings, only child.
Yeah? Wow.
I was born in Victoria, BC, and moved out a couple months after I was born in Canmore, and spent my whole life growing up there. So
Okay.
yeah, it was fun.
Oh, there you go. Only child. There you go.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, cool. So what other things do you do aside from DJing and music to, unwind, relax, that type of thing?
I try to produce music mainly, and that's a big that's a big thing. I can get all my stress out with music production or even DJing, but when I'm taking a break,
What? Is it not?
oh.
Oh, no, really?
Oh, okay. All right. No, I go longboarding. That's another thing. Like with my girlfriend, we go longboarding quite a bit, and we unwind that way. We play badminton in the backyard. Just sort of random things.
Badminton.
Yeah, just 'cause. Random things to do. Stay active.
Yeah.
Stay in it. So.
So we just had some technical difficulties in the studio here. Your host is kind of messed up on the live feed here, but we've been enjoying an interview on the radio.
Yep.
With DJ Restricted, Matt. I
That's okay.
revealed your name.
That's okay.
Matt. So anyway, it's been great chatting with you. Appreciate it so much.
Yeah, no,
that we did.
It's great to be back. Last time I was here was with Kay.
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
show,
that's right
so
too. That's right.
That was back in October, so it's good to be back.
Yeah.
The last time I had a show here was in 2015 for Lethbridge Electronic Music Festival. So.
Right.
It's been a few years since I've been here, but it's good to be back in Lethbridge, and I'm excited to see the changes that have come. But I'm sure we'll get a good show tonight and be able to bring some people out. So.
Right. Yeah, that would be great. So if you want to go see some great music from a great DJ Restricted, he will be performing tonight at 8 p.m. at the Slice nightclub, which is downtown here. What street is that on? 7th Street or something like that. So anyway, you'll be able to Google it if you don't know where it is, but check it out. He will be there. So thank you for coming in today on Feel the
Absolutely.
Beat. Appreciate that very much. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we were
it's
able
okay.
to get on radio, get you in anyhow, and that's what I wanted, because I wanted to showcase your show tonight, which was great.
Appreciate
And
that.
appreciate you tuning in to Feel the Beat every Saturday, Sunday morning here on Jess FM. Go on our website, jessfm.ca. You will be able to listen live wherever you are. Download the app as well. I think you can get it on iTunes or Play Store, wherever you download your apps from, if you have Android or iPhones, right? I don't have iPhone, so I always forget iPhone, right? But thank you very much. Appreciate it very much. You've been listening to Feel the Beat. DJ B out.